Hiking up an active volcano is definitely a highlight of our trip, but Sicily's Aeolian Islands have so much more to offer than just sulfur fumes. We trade our van for a classic mini Moke to explore the island, cool off at black sand beaches and enjoy the local island vibe with some pane cozzato and even a bit of Italian football.
It's the best. Good morning from Volcano. We are here at the only campground in the area and our plan is to go to the summit crater, of course, and we will also take a dip and go to the volcanic beach here, and of course we will also browse a little bit around and see a little bit of the island. We park over there and now our plan is to go to the volcano, to the crater of Volcano. Here, the sand of the volcano. Thanks, Norman.
You're welcome.
Our plan is to go to the trailhead of the volcano, and we also use the fact that it is cloudy now, so we don't have the pure sun, and I think that's the best possibility. To the trailhead it takes 30 minutes, and I think to the crater another 1 hour. So we try it, let's see. And 1 granita for takeaway. We've made it to the trailhead and the lights are green, so we can enter the trail and go to the volcano. And here's another light, another traffic light. And we have 800 meters to the crater left. That's a nice walk and it's not too complicated. You go in zigzag formation up the hill. And over there is our campground. Somewhere over there. Such a beautiful walk, and it's exhausting but very good, and Norman is the champ for the day. A quick drinking break and now the crater is waiting. I hope 200 meters left. Oh no, a little bit more. There's the yellow sulfur. There's the smoke. It's really a good walk, but he goes down without a fence, so we have to be careful. We've made it on top of this. We've made it to the crater. Oh, that was cool. It's overcast and cloudy, but no problem. It was really great. And we also used the drone to show you a little bit from above. We try to be respectful and not to disturb any other people who like to enjoy this view. So we climbed a little bit further up the mountain, and also if the drone takes 50 meters, they don't give any noise. And yeah, but this is incredible. We've just been to this beach here, which is in the opposite direction where the ferry departs. It's a Spiaggia Nera, I think it's the name. And it's a really good beach for kids, also for kids, because there are not so large pebbles, there are only small stones. And the waters today were really calm. And we also want to try out the thermal bath, which is on this side where the ferry departs.
This beach is called Spiaggia delle Acque Calde, which means beach of the hot waters. Here are small thermal springs and underwater fumaroles, some of which are very hot. Therefore, and because of the sometimes sharp stones, it is recommended to wear bathing shoes. There's also Il Fanghi di Vulcano, a natural bath with warm volcanic mud. Unfortunately, it was closed during our visit and they couldn't tell us when it would reopen.
We just had lunch. We had pane cunzato, and this is a specialty here at the Aeolian Island. It's really fresh. It's toasted bread, and there are many things on it. Look.
It is delicious.
And now we like to see a little more of the island.
We rent a car to explore this island, and it's this here, this one. These are very popular little cars here on the island, so we rent it for 3 hours and we will discover and drive a little bit around and see some other parts of this gorgeous island.
We drove south in the mini Moke and then stopped at a beautiful viewpoint.
This is Capo Grillo, another fantastic view of the 7 islands. And over there you can spot the Stromboli. Another spectacular view here at Capo Grillo. And I really like it to go by your own wheels and explore the island. That is a special car, but very airy, or not? And the roads are spectacular. So many curves, but the island is a good one. And now we drive down to the beach, and I drive very carefully because the brakes are not the best. Oh, where is he? So we parked here, and the next stop is the beach Punta dell'Asino, and we have to go a little bit downstairs. And yeah, with this car, to drive with this car is really special, and nothing works. The brakes are okay, but not perfect, so you have to drive a little bit carefully and slowly. And Claudia and Norman are already on their way down, and this is a really steep way, a steep street. This is a nice beach here, and I think it could be the most beautiful beach here in Volcano. The sand is really black and soft, and there's a beach bar, and of course in Italy there are umbrellas to rent.
think this one was the nicest beach here on Volcano. I really liked the black sand and the backdrop of the cacti and the mountains. So yeah, and very refreshing water. So yeah, it was such a nice day.
Now back to Volcano, to the car and the company.
And then back to the campground. We just bought this drink because we saw many people here in Sicily drinking it. It's limonata fior di sale, which is salt lemonade. And let me try it. Yeah, it tastes like it sounds, because no wonder it's lemon juice and salt. It's not so refreshing, but I can imagine after a trekking day, it's good for your body to give a little bit of salt back. Then it was dinner time and we drove to the island center and found a beautiful little restaurant. Of course, we ordered pane cunzato. Yesterday evening we booked some ferry tickets to Stromboli. We will make a day trip to Stromboli, the other volcano, and have a look. We will not make it to the top, but we will have a look and experience the way, and also maybe we will see some smoke or so. We took the fast ferry and the trip to Stromboli took about 2 hours and cost 18 euros per adult and 11 euros per child each way. We arrived and what a sight awaits us. Stromboli is a massive and perfectly formed volcano, and significantly larger than Volcano. It's immediately clear that the climb will take considerably longer.
Our plan is to go to the first viewpoint, because it's the viewpoint which is possible to go without a guide, and it's on 290 meters. The other one is on 400 meters, and it took 6 hours to get there and back. And we've read that you have to be 10 years old, so Northern is 8, so we will not make it. And just when we started, it was raining, but we made a little break. We bought some sandwiches and water to make this walk, but it stated that the walk is only 1.5 hours. This could be the official starting point of the way, and it's also stated that we can go up to 290 meters without a guide. With a guide, you can go up to 400 meters. So we won't do it. We will only make it to the first step, first panoramic view. Whew. And you can feel the sun. We just used, of course, suntan cream, and we have sturdy shoes to make this walk. We've made it. This is the first and last lookout.
It's spectacular. Sometimes you hear an exploding sound, see magma, and sometimes lava flows down the steep slope into the sea. Unfortunately, we were always a little bit too late with the camera. There wasn't much red to see that day though. It was a bit too cloudy. Overall, it was still a unique experience, observing this force of nature and hearing the occasional deep rumble. If it hadn't been so windy and the ferry departure time hadn't been so close, we certainly would have stayed much longer.
That was cool.
Along the footpath is a bar restaurant, the Osservatorio. It's currently closed, but there are rumors that it might reopen someday. It used to be famous for having dinner or drinks there while watching the volcanic fireworks in the night sky. That must be fantastic. Then it was time to walk through the narrow streets to the ferry terminal. But one more thing was a must: a quick stop at the beach and a dip in the sea. The ferry is coming and we need to get dressed quickly. The return journey is a bit bumpier, but the children are having fun.
Now we will have dinner and go to a restaurant, and they also show a Serie A game, which is a football game. So let's go!
Giochiamo con lealtà. Allora ovviamente torna la calcia, palla recuperata. Pende la sua maglia rovella. Credo che questo sia passato da una partita lenta, bene però la ripresa del parco.
It's the best. Watch Italian football and have a pizza.
Locatelli è arrivato di scatto in estate dopo 7 gol dello scorso anno, adesso direttore di gara.
We have to wait for the ferry to Milazzo. And what is better than to have a table soccer game at the end? It's coming.
One last look at the island. Even from the ferry, the view is magnificent. And now it's just under an hour to the Italian mainland. From Milazzo, we continue our journey. We are looking forward to the next part of our Sicilian adventure.